try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes this Washington 10, Giants 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Giants 7.
On 1st down, here's Love. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. This is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes this Washington 17, Giants 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 45 on second down, Jones. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and 9.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Returnable here for Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now an option play on 2nd down. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
At the 46-yard
So
line.
the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, open man, Butler complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Love. Open space inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now.
This is Washington 31, Giants 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And he knocks it through.
Makes this Washington 38, Giants 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Now Jones. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Jones on first down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
Off-play action. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Winston now after the fumble recovery. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Love. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
14.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And it's caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Jones now operating from the gun, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
22.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 3rd down, Winston. This is Butler making the catch. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
They're going to run it
with Barkley. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Washington 38, Giants 28. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
A pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Edmonds running out of the shotgun.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Winston now from the 50. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. This is Love. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pettis now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones on 1st and 10. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Jones pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete.
Jones.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now Jones to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Giants, Jones to Ingram. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brings up
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Flush, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Jameis now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now. It's Love. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he finds McLaurin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
for a Washington.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Brings up third down and 11.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Jameis to throw it. He'll look underneath here for Love. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Yard to go.
From the gun, Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Love again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Good. Makes this Washington 55. Giants 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pettis now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Jones now back to the air on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Past the 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to number 19.
Kenny Galladay, 77 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. On the carry, it's Love. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Washington.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington,
they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants,